I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cheesy to be posting about gratitude the day before Thanksgiving, but hear me out. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about why I'm grateful for my student loan debt. And as a disclaimer, this isn't some trite post minimizing the impact of student loan debt. Really, today's post is about how struggles and ultimately overcoming those struggles with student loan debt for me have been about perspective. Stay tuned. The first thing I'm grateful for is that my student loan debt has given me a strong work ethic. Like many of you watching this right now, I sacrificed during college. I sacrificed in spending, where I lived, what I ate, what I did for fun, and I also sacrificed in the amount of time I had to spend working. I worked 2 jobs, and that meant every single break, I was basically working at least full time. And it also meant that during the school year, I worked a lot of hours and often wished I could have been studying instead, and I'm pretty sure my academic performance would have been a little bit better had I been studying. That work ethic that I developed in pharmacy school and the ability to prioritize tasks really carried through to residency and then to my work as a full-time pharmacist, and then when I decided to start a side hustle. Without the constant need for work to minimize the amount of student loan debt that I had to take out, Repayable wouldn't be here today. The second thing I'm grateful for is the financial pressure that student loan debt created for me. $132,000 of student loan debt definitely impacted my finances. This amount of debt forced me very early on to make a decision about how I wanted to handle my money. I could follow some vague ideas about what I was supposed to spend on, or I could develop my own strategy that better suited my needs. Obviously, I chose to do the latter. The financial pressure of my student loan debt helped me set clear boundaries on spending and develop meticulous strategies for managing my finances. I realized quickly what I valued and what I wanted my money to do for me, and I kind of rigorously cut out everything that didn't meet those standards. My student loan debt also helped provide a handy villain and something for me to fight against. Now, I hear very often that it's better to formulate your motivation in terms of positive, what you want to achieve, rather than the negative, what you want to resist. But I gotta say, personally for me, I like the idea of resistance and fighting against something. Having my student loan debt as a villain unleashes good power and motivation within me. It gives me the opportunity to tap into this part of myself that's sort of sleepy in everyday life. I think what I'm tapping into is my internal resilience. And it's kind of hard to be resilient unless you have something negative going on. I like the feeling of that strong desire to be successful in spite of something. The last thing my student loan debt has given me is empathy. I worked hard, sacrificed, and still ended up with a lot of student loan debt. I often get criticized for the amount of debt I have by folks who have no clue. I've suffered feelings of defeat, hopelessness, and lack of progress. While I certainly haven't lived anyone else's story, I understand how anyone can end up in a bad situation and feel stuck. I'm not here to judge other people's choices. I'm here to help them make the best decision they can based on their personal goals. In the end, my student loan debt has reinforced a strong work ethic, focused my money habits, strengthened my resilience, and given me empathy toward my fellow human beings. Not bad for something I thought might crush me and hold me back from ever reaching my full potential. I want to know if your student loan debt makes you grateful. And if it doesn't, what are you grateful for? I mean, tomorrow is Thanksgiving after all. Share your gratitude in the comments below. If you liked this week's video, please give me a like and hit that subscribe button. There's a new video every Wednesday. We'll see you guys next week. Bye!